Oh, jeez. That's a big squish. Man, that thing sucks. Okay, switching to this. I didn't realize I still had the Ripper up. Ripper is probably the least useful of all of my weapons. Why did I do that? Okay. God, this is awful. There we go. Ready up. There we go. Might be more than that. Yep, this thing always spits loads of money for reasons. Oop. Why would you even want to turn gravity off in there specifically normally?
Fighting it, Isaac. You can't fight it. You have to let it go.
I'll never see you again.
Isaac, stop it. There's no other way. You have to do this.
Other bits. Okay, marker access. Do we seriously not have a save point? That power node lock. Anything else? Nope. Inventory is quite full. Luckily, I don't really care. Boy, I have a lot of ammo. And still some healing items. I'll probably want to refresh on those. Let's see. So I'm probably going to switch back to... Wow, they're giving a lot of power nodes. I'll switch back to the Ripper for the time being, just in case the Huntsman is still following me around. It probably isn't, but who knows. So what do I got in here? Loads of ammo, loads of ammo. Probably too much. That's fine. No, I don't want to sell it. I want to move it. And then I want to buy big old health kits. And that's actually it. Those are good. That's good. I don't think I even so much as touched these. Nope. I guess I needed a little bit more. Alright. This feels very last bossy.
This is it, Isaac. Convergence is almost here. Meet me at the marker.
You know what else is almost here? Food. Because, boy, I'm hungry. I haven't been eating a whole lot lately, because Shell's not around to cook for me, which means I have to fend for myself, which means today I had a veggie burger. And a ham sandwich. I guess I had a bowl of cereal, too. I guess I'm just hungry. Looking at all these chunks of meat is just making me peckish. It's bad. Okay. So that went poorly. I think I need a different gun. For those guys especially. Damn it! How? Oh! That might actually be more efficient. Oh. If I'm supposed to lure this thing in front of the fire. Choppy. Come on. What the hell? Anything there? The answer is no. Well, time to run, I guess. I feel like I'm supposed to lure it in front of like a giant blast furnace, and that'll take it. I mean, that's how we dealt with the last super invincible horror man. Unfortunately, man, a modern version of this game would be amazing with the Ripper. How awesome would it be to just, like, cut through an enemy dynamically? Like, what's an easy example? Don't know how many of you guys have played Metal Gear Revengeance. Which is, like, one of the stupidest titles. How? What the hell? Freaking get the blade out. Why the hell? Oh. Because, like, currently the Ripper just sucks. You get hit, your blade goes away. Half the enemies just pass through a goddamn saw blade unfazed because it doesn't hit one of the chop spots. And it just feels weird and wrong. Because in any normal circumstance... Oh. Oh, that's stairs, not up. I'm stuck on a shin-high box. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. How do we keep saving? Like, I'm getting hit around, but it actually isn't doing too much damage to me, which is kind of nice. Let's... There we go. It's really... I should just freeze the guy whenever he shows up. Oh! Pfft. He chucked his arm at me. Oh, that's the wrong way. Ow. Test area E4. Check some of this stuff. Well, I don't know what being out here does anything. Audio logs? Son of a... I think it's actually too late. Oh well, it's fine. I guess we could reload. Let's just, checkpoint restart. Where was the audio log? Next to the save point? Really? I saved, like, right before this. Is it right here? Maybe it was this one. Can I even go back up? Okay. Well, this is the save point. Or, oh, I have to go up this elevator. Okay. Log here. No health kit. No. Where? Not seeing it in there. Oh, I already picked it up. Oh. Let's see. Oh, it's not an audio log, it's a text log. To anyone who may find this transmission, there are people, even some of my own staff, say I'm a monster for what I brought onto the station. They say the marker is manipulative. That God, this is impossible to read. Influenced my decisions. They don't understand what I did. I did for this community, for our species. Titan Station was a dead husk before I breathed life back into it with government research grants. That research into unimaginable sources of energy, into manufacturing techniques and efficiencies far beyond all previous understanding, is the only hope that remains for mankind. We have relied on destructive planet cracking for far too long, and now we can no longer sustain ourselves. We need the markers to survive. If we fail in our efforts to understand them, there's no hope left for humanity. Just do this. I guess what I can do is just freeze the asshole. It didn't go this way. Oh, because it won't let me. Still confused about what this is. What's the point of this area? Just to be over here to get a nice view? Well, I guess we're just going for it. Alright. Huh. Was there a quick time event, or was I just supposed to shoot that guy? It won't even let me shoot. Yep, there is a quick time event. Good lord, it's hard to see. Jesus.
I won't let you throw all this away.
Oh, is that Tiedemann? I don't know which is more brutal. Letting him go like that, or...
Thank you, Isaac. Now, time to die.
What?
Yours is the last body we need to be reborn. The Makers must be absorbed.
The Makers? You mean me? But Strauss said we could destroy the marker.
Not if we consume you first.
God damn it, I trusted you! Fuck you! And fuck your marker!
Oh, I thought I killed the last of them. Didn't actually take too much damage there. Keep creatures. Oh, this is uncomfortable. I'm just gonna machine gun her to death, aren't I? I almost wonder if the Ripper actually would be the better option. Nope, Ripper's a terrible idea. That just kills me, doesn't it? Well. Okay, let's try that again. So, Ripper still sucks. What if the electricity from this would work? I don't know. I got a lot of options. That didn't work? Alright. Yeah, I wonder if I could actually just, like, blast her very quickly. Because that seems to work. It kind of does. Because we're effectively just cycling between blasting her and then blasting the heart. Because they all disappear as soon as she goes down. Like, pretty much every phase... Well, this is... You want to stop looking at stuff and start doing things?
Reactivating
cheat, bastard. Was this your great plan? Dump me off and die?
Full of bad ideas, remember?
Yeah, well, here's another one. I'm crashing through the roof to get you. Now move your ass.
Wait, no, Ellie, it's too late. Set clear of the station.
Yeah, well, you don't really have a say this time. Heads up.
Is that the marker next to us? Just junk? Oh, I control this. Oh, I shouldn't. Oh, I see. Oh, now she has a spacesuit.
I'm trying! I'm trying!
What?
He was just waiting for the jump scare and it didn't happen. That was fun. And yeah, it took me exactly 6 hours, more or less. I mean, okay, there was a little bit of fiddling at the start of the stream, but yeah, that was a perfect length game. I know everybody likes to say, like, I like games that take 60, 70 hours, but, like, I think my full playthrough is about 9 hours and 20 minutes. Got out some junk for, oh, geez, probably just intro, outro, and that kind of thing. A nice little nod to the first one there. Yeah! What is that nod? I didn't get it. Because at the end of the first game, if you wait through the credits, Nicole jump scares because he looks to his right and she's there and she just screams at him and it's freaking spooky as shit. So this time he was waiting for that to happen, but she was there and she was like, what? And it was fun. Anyway, I'm glad to have gotten the opportunity to play this game. It was a lot of fun. It's a very good Halloween-ish kind of game for me to play. And I like the story, I like the setting. It's still very dreary and kind of dismal, and it's such a shame that Visceral got shut down. Because Visceral was such a solid company. Like, Dead Space 1 and 2 are near perfect. Obviously, you know, there's some cash up stuff and some very clear, like, bad DLC practices and over-monetization and whatnot. But, you know, in general, it's just super good. Did they do anything other than Dead Space? I don't... They have, sort of. But what killed them was they were making a Star Wars game. But it was taking too long, and it wasn't quite right, and EA was just EA. And so... yeah, they got shuttered. Absorbed into the rest of EA, and most of the people that are on this, you know, credits list, they're gone. They've moved on to other products, other studios. Maybe half of them are still at EA, but I can't imagine it. I mean, it's been 10 years. And yeah, I know the music is really loud. I can't do anything about that, because alt-tabbing this game makes it freak out real bad. But, like, I've been really hoping that somebody makes some proper spiritual successor to Dead Space. You know, sci-fi horror stuff. Prey was up there. And I really like Arcane Studios. The only problem with Arcane Studios is just, you know, they're beholden to Bethesda, at least to some degree. So what else did they work on? Yeah, Visceral Games also did Battlefield Hardline. Oh, they did Dante's Inferno. Oh, and they'd done the Army of Two games. So I guess they had done more than I thought. The Armies of Two, Godfather, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Father 2, My Sims. Yeah, so they actually were one of the, like, garbage studios for a while that just made junk for EA. Oh, they made the Lord of the Rings Return of the Kings game. I liked that game a lot. Oh, did they also make the... Oh, no, Lord of the Rings The Third Age. I actually don't know which one that is. Because I know there's the Three Heroes Lord of the Rings game that was actually pretty fun. Yeah, a bunch of PGA golf. Wow. I mean, at least they went out with a bang. Because, yeah, they started with golf games and just, like, garbage movie tie-ins and nothing good. Oh. They're credited for the shitty Command & Conquer's Rivals mobile app. That's not fair. That's not okay. Don't butcher a studio, kill it off, and then revive the mangled corpse as the people making the next not Call of Duty, Command & Conquer. That's so disgusting. Like... That's why I generally don't play much of anything from any of the big AAA studios, because it's just, you know, most of their games are kind of horseshit. There are a couple that I will go out of my way for. Well, no. I just don't touch anything from EA or Activision anymore. Ubisoft, too. But I'll definitely play, like, Nintendo stuff. A lot of Japanese AAAs. Maybe not pure, but, like... At least they're generally making the game for the game as opposed to money. And that really does mean quite a lot, as far as I'm concerned. Oh well. Still a fantastic game. And like I said earlier, I will be playing Dead Space 3 co-op with Shell. Mainly because I want to get through it before any kind of server shutdown or you know, the game just becomes unplayable. And yeah, I realize that it's not a perfect game, but I'm still looking forward to playing it anyway. Just because, yeah, co-op is fun, and I just like the world they created, even if, yeah, it is a very intensely flawed one. So that'll probably be the first thing that we do once she gets back from her trip. With that and, like, Indivisible. Then we'll start going back to the other stuff that we do. And then maybe next Halloween. Oh, no. Probably not next Halloween. I don't even know what my plans are going to be a year from now, because I think that's when we're getting married, finally. The weird place to actually sort of announce that. We gotta pick a date and, like, figure out what the plan's going to be. We might not be around for all of October, so I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to play a whole lot of Resident Evil anything. But that's okay. Man, these credits go for a while. That's the other reason why I like indie games. Indie game credits are like 5 people and then it just ends. Or it's 5 people and like 2 hours of Kickstarter backers. I'm afraid to skip the credits because I'm not entirely sure if there's a post-credit scene or anything like that. I think there is. I should do my research on the advertising for Dead Space 3. Because if I remember right, both Dead Space 2 and 3 had some really seriously bad advertising that went into them. Like, just offensive garbage stuff. That... straight up, like... no one in their right mind should have thought was a good idea for advertising. I like modern advertising, which is just like, hey, streamers, play our game. Because that feels way less dirty than half this stuff. I think Code Vein had, like, donating blood and stuff, which was cool. Now everybody's just saying congrats to me. But, I mean, we've been together for, like, 9 years. I've been wearing a ring for the past year or so. Congrats on the engagement. Oh, no, we've been engaged for... as long as this channel has existed. I think we got engaged, like, 2 months into it, 3 months into it. Like, a week after I lost my job, too. Was it her birthday? I think it was, like, her birthday, but I had proposed to her, or I picked a date to propose to her. We already had planned the trip. And then a week beforehand, my job pulled me aside and we're like, we're letting you go. And I'm like, well, this throws forks in everything. You'd be streaming the wedding. I might... I know Donkey did a video for his wedding. I might do something, but it's not going to be a live stream. God, that'd be awful. But I wouldn't mind doing, like, a short thing. I just don't even know what kind of wedding we'd even go for. Let's just talk about wedding stuff at the end of not Destiny, Dead Space 2. I could. See, there was a tie-in game set before Dead Space 2 where you play as the guy who dies in your face at the beginning. Yeah, is that Dead Space Extinction? There's also a Dead Space mobile game. And Dead Space Ignition. There's several different Dead Spaces. I have some of them. I don't know which ones I'm going to play. I probably will just play Dead Space 1, 2, and 3 and not touch any of the side content. Except for maybe if I'm going to set up my Wii at some point for... I'll probably set up my Wii for Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles, and we might as well get Dead Space Extinction out of the way then and there. Because I think that's the only Wii game that I actually ever cared to do a series on. Ever? Oh, Twitch plays the songs for the wedding. Hell no. Hell no. These are fun. Little messages from people. These are cute. Dude, Dead Space Mobile got pulled from the App Store. Of course. I mean, it's been like 9 years. Go figure it's not around anymore. Do I want to skip these just in case? Oh. I think it's going faster now. Okay. I think I might have been able to press a button and make it go faster a long time ago, but... yeah. I wonder if you could, like, get a weird, sort of pirated version of it at some point. Probably not. It's kind of a shame that, you know, stuff like that disappears. And, like, I think that's kind of reality even with Dead Space, that it's going to go poof at some point. And nobody's going to be able to play it.
Flight Team EG9 to Control, we have completed the flyby. There's nothing left. I repeat, Titan Station has been completely destroyed.
And the marker?
Negative. Nothing survived this, sir. Marker Site 12 is a total loss.
Pity. Recall all flights and return to base. The other sites will have to pick up the pieces.
I'll save your progress for New Game Plus, which I will probably not do. Because New Game Plus... it's for other people. Now, at some point, I might have Shell play New Game Plus. Elite Suit versions and Security Suit variants unlocked in New Game Plus. Yeah, I might actually consider having Shell play through Dead Space 1 and 2 at a later date. Let's see. Unlock New Game Plus mode. Yep, all these things. Because, yeah, oh, that's a nice little thing for completing the game. But I might have Shell try this at some point. If she likes Dead Space 3. If she doesn't like it, not so much so. Yeah, there's more markers. Oh, yeah. Well, straight up, there was like a revelation that the marker from Dead Space 1 was artificial. That was actually a testing site for EarthGov a long time ago, and they buried it because they were either done with it or they were like sick of its shit or who knows what. I don't remember that well. It gets a bit murky. But effectively that the real marker was long gone or in EarthGov's hands and always has been. And that, yeah, they've just been doing tests on these things for a while. Dead Space 3 gets into it as well. Not in as satisfying of a manner, because I guess they just, you know, kind of phoned it in after a certain point. I'm sure EA was, like, pounding on the door telling them to jam more microtransactions in instead of, you know, actually coming up with a decent game, which is a darn shame. At least a lot of people have kind of moved past that, and hopefully at some point Ubisoft learns their lesson. Probably won't, but that's okay. At least some studios are still good. It's just a shame this one had to go down, and BioWare, and so many other companies. Westwood. We could do a whole memorial service for the studios that have died under their hands. It's a shame. But what can you do? Play indie games. That's what you can do. They're generally pretty good. And that's what I'm probably going to do for the rest of this week. But it's nice to have finally got this done. Sorry it took so long to get back to this and just get through this. But I'm kind of committed to finishing at least a number of games that I start. I can't finish every single one of them, but this one was nice to finish, and it'll be nice to play Dead Space 3 as well. But so for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. But you probably won't see me, because it's going to be a while before I do Facecam again.